Welcome to TV Warren's coverage of the Great Lakes Comic Convention. I'm your host, Paul Smith, and joining me as your co-host is Ben Smith as we cover this event for our 4th year. And we are now joined by Mike DeSantis, the creator of the Great Lakes Comic Convention. Mike, thank you so much for joining us on set.
Hey, just happy to have you guys here.
All right, we're outside here at the Great Lakes Comic Convention, waiting to go inside. We're here with Annie and Ken. All right, we are now here with Lewis at the Great Lakes Comic Convention. All right, I'm here with Kevin, all the way from Chicago, here in Warren, Michigan. So we are here with Thor, God of Thunder. Thor, what are you doing here today?
I'm looking for my brother, Loki.
Who do you think he's shape-shifting here today as?
I don't know, but you need to be careful. He is adopted, so I can't be responsible for the things he does.
We are now joined with Katie Lee, a very popular and talented voice actor of shows like Darkwing Duck, Lego Star Wars, Totally Spies. Thank you so much for being here with us, Katie. It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much for having me. And look!
I know, that's you.
I will not forget who I am.
So, first question, how early in life was it that you knew you had a voice like this that could, be on television shows and or commercials or, cartoon shows?
Probably not till I graduated high school and people started saying, you sound like you're 12.
We are here now with Kyle Starks, Eisner-nominated creator of his book Sex Castle and work including on Mars Attacks, Rick and Morty, and plethora of others.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us here on the set today.
Stoked to be here, guys.
Yeah,
Thanks.
awesome. Thank you so much. So first, what got you into this creative world that you're in?
Yeah, man. So my comics origin story is all right. I worked in a comic book store in the 90s. Comics were not super good then, so I got out of comics in the 90s. I went to school to be a painter, a fine artist.
Board games have been around for a long time, and I bet you think you've tried them all. But here at the Great Lakes Comic Convention, some of the creators here are really trying to launch their game, and we sent Ben to go check out some of the prototype games. Ben? We are now joined here with WWE Hall of Famer Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, WWE Hall of Famer and Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion. Thank you so much for being here on the set with us.
You guys, thanks for having me.
No, we appreciate you being here.
Really appreciate it. So first, we'll start at the top. What really got you into wrestling? I understand you're a high school wrestler. So now, on the Great Lakes Comic Convention floor, I'm here with Jeff Lee, the creator of the video game Q*bert. Jeff, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure.
Awesome. So we found you here, and we saw the game Q*bert. We got the little arcade cabinet over there. First, just tell us about the game Q*bert. We are now here at the Q*bert video arcade cabinet, and now Jeff, kind of talk us through how to play the game Q*bert.
Okay, Paul, and I would be remiss if I did not mention David Thiel, who did the audio. I hope the audio comes out as a really big part of the game. So here we go, one player.
We are now joined by Bill Messner-Loebs, comic book artist, cartoonist of works of DC like Wonder Woman, The Flash, and Batman. Bill, thank you so much for joining us on the set.
It was my pleasure.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we really do.
And so first, we just want to know, how did you kind of get into this whole comic book world, creative world that you're in?
Detroit, depending on who you talk to, had either the first or second comic book convention in the world. It was called the Triple Fanfare.
A new segment here on TV Warren's coverage of the Great Lakes Comic Convention is called Meet the Creators. And that's where we're going to send Ben Smith to meet a creator of Thanos of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Ben, take it away. My name is Paul Smith, and on TV Warren's coverage of the Great Lakes Comic Convention, I am host, producer, writer, camera operator, utility, editor. Basically, if there was a box, it would be all the above. So now all you fans at home that ever wondered how we put on this event or ever wanted to put on your own television show, that's kind of how we did it, but there's a lot more that goes to it. So Ben, when we come back, we're going to be joined by our 2 floor reporters that discuss all of our favorite moments from the Great Lakes Comic Convention. We'll be right back. Welcome back to TV Warren's coverage of the Great Lakes Comic Convention. It is winding down, and we would have not been able to do it if it wasn't for these two, Nick Candela and Megan Price. Thanks for joining us on set.
Thanks for letting us be here.
Absolutely.
No Pleasure's all mine, trust me.
Cool. So Nick, you had your eyes and ears on the Comic-Con floor. What was your favorite moment over these past 2 days?
And Paul, what was your favorite?
So one of my favorites was actually one of the interviewees that we had here. It was Kyle Starks. You know, he is involved in so much stuff, and potentially motion picture movies. You know, he does comics, but he does the comic books for one of my favorite shows, Rick and Morty. And I just thought that was so cool just to kind of nerd out with him and talk to him about, you know, like he had the same thing. He's like, when I first watched the show, nobody liked it. Nobody liked it. I went to all these events. I was making comics, and he was like, I don't even know if it's like, I'm questioning myself. Did I pick the right comic book to go into? And then a year later, you know, he's like, I went to an event. Within an hour, every single one of my comics was gone. I was supposed to be there for 3 days. Everything was gone. So he's like, well, you know, I guess this was the right decision, you know? And now, you know, it's one of the most popular TV shows on television. And Ben, I think it's about that time, right?
That's it, folks. Thank you again for joining us here at the Great Lakes Comic Convention in 2020. We'll see him again in 2021.
Yeah, we'll have to see you in 2021. Thanks again so much for watching. Once again, I'm Paul Smith. That's Ben Smith. And goodbye, everyone.
Bye.